Here we are on page 4 of the first semester final review. Again, we're finding some angles here. If we know these two are congruent, we know that these base angles have to be congruent to each other. So I'm going to take 180 minus the 35, which gives me 145. If I divide that by 2, I get 72.5 degrees. If this is a right angle and that's 53, that's going to add up to 143. Triangle sum theorem says that they have to add up to 180, so I'm going to subtract that from 180, which gives me 37 degrees. In question 42, they ask what type of polygons these are. So I'm going to start counting sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So this is a hexagon. And it's also, because of you can extend one of the sides and it goes into the interior, we would call it concave. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. So we would call that a heptagon. And this is a pentagon, because it has 5 sides. For question 43, if angle 3 and 4 are vertical angles and 3 is 56, vertical angles we know are congruent, so that angle would also be 56. Angles 1 and 2 are a linear pair. Linear pairs have to be supplementary, so I take 180 minus the 38 gives me 142. For question 44, we want to see how many squares there is in the next pattern. Well, if we look at the pattern, 4 plus 5 is 9. We're going to be adding the odd numbers. This is a plus 3, this is a plus 5. So I would be adding 7 to get the next number, which would give me 16. For number 45, we're going to find these angles. Again, triangle sum theorem says that this angle down here at x would be 180 minus, what is that, 142, is that sum? Subtract that and I'm going to get 38 degrees. Because they say that it's a parallelogram and we know opposite angles are congruent, I know that W over here has to equal 119. And I also know that this angle and this angle would have to be congruent to each other, so that's 23. We also know that this angle up here would be 38. Question 46. Identify the special lines or segments of a triangle that meet at each of the following points of concurrency. A circumcenter, well, an orthocenter is an altitude. The incenter is the angle bisector. The centroid is the median. And the circumcenter is the perpendicular bisector. Make sure you bring all the stuff that you need to your final. Good luck.